Mac, Nile has mounted a full counterattack. We've hit him on the southern front, but...
Distress call coming in, sir. Source, outside Cairo.
Boosted!
I fear my mission has failed. At Cain's temple in Cairo, I found a missile that will soon destroy the Earth. And Umagan.
Ava, greenlight all forces. Set coordinates for Cairo.
We need a larger attack force, more time to plan. If Kane's back is to the wall, he could unleash the Tiberian effect all over the world. I will not authorize it.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm going in.
Impulse signatures emanating from Cairo suggest Kane will launch his world-altering missile within hours. You must destroy the Pyramid Temple before he has the chance to launch. There are no alternatives. Reinforcements have arrived.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play CNC Tiberian Sun. With me today is...
Joe Lafette, and thanks for having me.
Thanks for guesting. Anyway, as you can see from the cutscene, McNeil is kind of a loose cannon and goes straight into the middle of Nod territory, so we kind of have to establish a bridgehead here first. Taking out the hand of Nod is, of course, the priority, so they can't produce any more troops. Second thing to do is take out the refinery, but you kind of have to take care, so you take it out right when the enemy harvester is stuck to it, because that way you can destroy both the refinery and the harvester. Although it kind of bugs out here, so I kind of have to stop attacking it for a second.
I love how the game gives you a bunch of general units right off the bat.
Yeah, I think the game internally refers to them as heroic.
I'm not sure. That'd be interesting to find out.
Yeah, could probably look it up in the rules that I.
Are the so does that mean that when they've only got 2 bars, does that mean they're veterans, or is that a different title?
I think that I think the internal names for it are elite and heroic.
Okay.
Yeah, I think in generals they were referred to as veteran and elite. Although the generals had 3 ranks, this game only has 2.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Moving out.
The good old days of generals.
Yeah. Anyway, one annoying thing about this starting position is we have to take out all these mod walls because we obviously can't sell them since they're not ours. And once we build our base, they will get in the way.
You got it.
Construction complete.
So we are kind of going towards the end here.
Well, this is the last mission, right?
Yeah, the last mission. So Kane has his world-altering missile, and he has our damsel in distress, and we have to move in and save her and the world while we're at it.
Is she really considered a damsel in distress?
Yeah, the game kind of pulls that out of nowhere. Yeah, you know, the previous missions don't even have her captured or anything. She's just kind of like, it's just kind of a cutscene where Kane just has her for some reason.
It happens off screen. It's just like Mario.
Yeah.
You got it. On my way. You got it.
So this mission can be either really difficult or really easy, depending on what you're doing. And one of the things you have to do is keep a very tight leash on your harvesters, or else they will screw you over completely.
Now, when you say you have to watch your harvesters, is it because of they're automatically going to go to like weird Tiberian patches, or is it just
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be apparent a bit later, but you have to make sure that they go to this Tiberium field in the upper left corner. There's other Tiberium fields that they will go first if you let them, and that will screw you over. Yeah, but we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves here. Kind of nice little touch is these crash sites. Those are supposed to be reminiscent of the first Tiberium War, because anyone who played Renegade might remember Nod had a Temple of Nod in Cairo, which is pretty much where we are right now.
You know, I never played Renegade. How was was it any good? I always hear like mixed responses to it.
Well, the multiplayer was really good. Also, not kinda killing all those civilians. I'm not sure if you get anything for saving them, but there's no way we're getting there in time, and you will see why.
Yeah, is it even possible to save them?
Well, I don't know, I haven't tried. So, anyway, but Renegade, it's kind of a pretty standard early 2000s FPS.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same old thing about, well, arcadey shooting stuff and super mutants and everything.
Right.
Yeah, remember, like, when people, remember how back then it was always super mutants? Like, every single shooter had to have super mutants at some point.
Yeah, I'm getting some bad flashbacks towards Far Cry.
Yeah, it's like the regenerating health of the early 2000s.
Right.
Construction complete. Building.
Yeah, kinda takes a while to get going here, but you might notice there's a timer that suddenly appeared in the upper right. It's kinda hard to notice sometimes, but we got a message about a Nod ICBM detected, and it's preparing to shoot down the Philadelphia, which, in case you forgot, is the space station where General Solomon is holed up.
Are you gonna show what happens if you mess up, or is that like saved for later?
I'm pretty sure it's just the standard game over.
No, I believe it's got actually a special cutscene to it.
There are no special cutscenes. Like, whenever there's a special losing cutscene, it's actually one of the winning cutscenes of the other campaign.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess I shouldn't spoil it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna talk about the Nod ending, obviously not. But, yeah, all the special losing cutscenes appear in the Nod campaign. So, yeah, I even looked into the archives to make sure, because I wanted to know, I'm that nerdy.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's just dedication to the LP. That's my excuse.
It's a good one.
So, anyway, the start is a bit slow, but this mission actually has a lot more going on than other missions. It's not like just build up your base, build up your forces, roll into the enemy base. This is a lot more active, specifically because we have a countdown to game over.
There's also, well, should I even talk about the map?
Well,
with what happens after the ICBM?
Well, we'll see that. I mean,
because I don't think there's too many maps quite that do the same thing as this one.
On my way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the only, this is pretty much the only map that does this particular gimmick. But anyway, I built 2 APCs and a hover MLRS for very specific reasons. The hover, whatchamacallit, is to show something off. And we'll get to that in a bit.
I've forgotten most about this mission, so I'm interested to see what it turns out to be.
Progress. Building.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna spoil it. Yeah, and so those amphibious APCs are gonna go on a recon mission. Originally, I had intended to use a hover MLRS for this, but then I figured the amphibious APCs are cheaper, so why not use them?
Construction complete.
And
New construction.
here we have the new thing for this mission, the GDI Upgrade Center, or Comm Center as it's sometimes referred to. It allows us to build the ion cannon uplink, which as CNC fans will know is GDI's super weapon. It's pretty much just a big orbital laser cannon that comes down and blows up a single building.
And it's awesome.
Yeah, definitely better than the Tiberian Dawn one. So anyway, watch the SAM site that we just destroyed.
Construction completed.
And it's back! This is the only mission in the GDI campaign where the enemy actually rebuilds stuff you blow up. And the enemy does it so fast, in fact, that it's almost impossible to assault the enemy base without taking out the construction yard first, which is why I sent these amphibious APCs on a recon mission here. And also we find the ICBM we're supposed to destroy. And at this point I kinda had an idea. After I saw that the two amphibious APCs, one actually could make it through all the way into the enemy base, almost unmolested, I decided to go for a certain multiplayer tactic.
I'm surprised you could even get that amphibious APC back, because it looked like the obelisk of Nod would just take it out.
Yeah, the obelisk actually only has a very short window of opportunity if you go that way and stick to the cliff wall. And because I was going downhill this time around, I actually managed to drive out before the obelisk could charge up. Because if you drive up the slope, you're actually slower. So
Right.
yeah.
Oh, I think I know what you're going for.
Yeah, well, there's only one thing you can really do with APCs.
Unit ready.
And also the enemy will kind of throw these really weak attacks at us. Every now and again it's not too difficult to fight them off.
Well, especially not when you're given so many units right off.
Yeah. Like if it's just this base you have to deal with, it's really not difficult. Also, you gotta admire the dedication of that hover MLRS, because it's still taking out most SAM sites.
And also, it also helps he's got infinite ammo.
Yeah. Well, as Renegade showed us, all vehicles in CNC game in the CNC universe have infinite ammo supplies. Yeah, so anyway, as you might predict, I'm going to dump a whole bunch of engineers into the enemy base. And since I know I'm gonna lose one APC to that obelisk. Oh, by the way, stealth tanks. This would be a real problem if we weren't so utterly worthless. There's actually quite a lot of them.
Yeah, they're always too weak. I think that's the one main issue with them.
Yeah, the problem is once we start attacking, they just uncloak, and then they're just a really weak vehicle overall. And because we lost their only advantage, it's kind of a conceptual problem, I think, with the stealth in this game.
Right.
Also, Orca bombers are pretty much going to be our MVP this time around, so preparing to build a lot of them.
Hey, Orca bombers are the best. They deserve all MVPs ever.
Well, I mean, it kind of depends if the enemy has lots of SAM sites.
It just means you need to buy more Orca bombers.
Ion cannon ready.
Yeah, so anyway, since I know I'm gonna lose one APC to the obelisk, I prepared two of them. One that's empty and one that has the actual payload. And the one that's empty is gonna heroically give his life for his country and his ideals, or whatever it is GDI fights for.
Received. Orders received. Sir.
While the other one is making sure that we can deliver our engineers, and this actually took me quite a few tries, specifically because that
The Devil's Tongue?
Yeah, Devil's Tongue kept frying my engineers, so decided to fuck him and show off the ion cannon.
Ready.
So yeah, now we are in the enemy base, although the enemy artillery is kind of being a problem here.
Unit lost.
And I tried to go for some of these power plants because taking out two of these power plants means the enemy defenses go offline.
Unit lost.
Unfortunately, I don't quite get to it.
Ah man, you almost got that. You didn't even get one.
Yeah, also that you see that artillery that's set up right next to the ICBM?
Right,
That
right.
guy is a huge asshole because he can attack my harvesters, but I cannot take him out with my Orca bombers because that would take out the ICBM as well, and I don't want to destroy that quite yet.
Awaiting orders.
Now, has it ever come under conversation where explosions and killing off Tiberian fields?
Under attack.
Orders received.
No, it didn't.
Because I think that's one of the better ways that you can, stop people from collecting any Tiberium, is just if you can destroy it while they're harvesting and whatnot, it prevents them from doing anything with it.
Yeah, I will actually do something with that later on. Also, we can take out these power plants pretty easily. We lose an Orca bomber, unfortunately. But since we no longer have construction yet, they can't actually rebuild anything, and so we pretty much took out all their air defense with one airstrike. Now they're just sitting ducks, pretty much. Yeah, just kind of sped up a bit because there's not much going on here. You really want to wait out the whole 1 hour timer on this first ICBM and just build up your base.
Right.
Yeah, you can take out all these guys with Orca bombers. Specifically, you really want to build a Firestorm defense, and well, it'll become apparent why.
Oh yeah, I know why.
Yeah, build that power plant there in the corner just to extend my build range. Because I really wanted to build that Firestorm defense right there, but it wouldn't let me. That's always the most annoying thing about these build ranges. Also got that artillery, the whatchamacallit, the jump troopers.
Yeah.
Which made him decide to come over here for some reason. Yeah, the AI is weird sometimes. So, another reason to... yeah?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so another reason to build jump troopers is there's a vein hole over here, and you want to take him out before he grows too far and starts taking out your buildings and shit. The jump troopers are immune to the poisonous gas since they're flying above, so they're pretty much the best unit to do it. Unless we land into a cloud and get killed instantly. So yeah, now we took out the ICBM, and if you watch the minimap, the map just grew twice in size. And,
Which is amazing.
Yeah, now the enemy will start shooting these cluster missiles at us, and I failed to intercept it with the Firestone wall, unfortunately. There's not much we can do about these safe suicide charging our orcas into a bunch of SAM sites every now and again. But they're not that big of a deal if you have a Firestorm.
Right.
Yeah, so that's kind of a problem, is you can see here there's Tiberian fields up on these cliff walls, and if you send any unit down there before you destroy the first ICBM, the map is expanded prematurely, and you have to deal with the cluster missiles and a second node base sending attacks at you, while also building up your base. And the reason why I said is watch your harvesters closely is because the AI for them is pretty stupid, and they pretty much just go for the closest Tiberium patch on the map. And if they clear out the first Tiberium field, they will go for that blue Tiberium field in the lower right, even though it's actually further away, because they don't actually take into consideration like pathing stuff.
Right. It's just what's closest, you know, in terms of distance rather than actual movement space.
Yeah, and that's the big issue in this map. If Harvester goes down there and reveals the other part of the map, you just have to contend with 2 node bases, and it just becomes so much harder.
That sucks.
Yeah. Was kind of a shitty neighborhood.
Unit ready.
So, do many? I don't remember too many maps using the whole like it. There's a bunch hidden in the Shroud of Fog of War and all that.
What do you mean?
Well,
like
how the
expanded
map
maps?
Yeah. Like, it doesn't use it too often, does it?
No, it doesn't. So, here's a nice little callback. This is the temple from, well, the first CNC game. Temple of Nile up there in the upper left, in case you can't tell.
Right.
Yeah, no, the thing is, what we're doing here is we're basically camping out these node harvesters, which won't prevent them from building new stuff, but it will make them send out all their base defense at us, which we can of course deal with handily. And it will also make it so they spend all their money and production facilities on building new harvesters, which will just get destroyed right away anyway. And this effectively shuts down all their production, so they can't actually launch any attacks against us. It's a bit of an AI exploit, but well.
Well, you can only expect those so much from a game this old, right?
Yeah, but I mean, the AI in CNC games has always been kind of shit.
I thought it got better later on.
Well, it got slightly better, although it was still pretty heavily scripted and on rails mostly. Also, those not attack cycles just decided to shoot the ground for some reason. I have no idea what triggered it.
Maybe they're trying to destroy the pavement.
Yeah, so anyway, here's another vein hole. This is where Nord gets its, well, veins for its chemical missiles. By destroying this thing, we pretty much shut down their chemical missiles, although their multi-missiles will still keep coming.
Now, so which one do you think is more useful?
Oh, well, it depends on the map. I mean, the multi-missile is always there and it's pretty strong. The chemical missile, it's not as strong by itself, but you can really, well, if you have like a lot of vein holes around, you can just really fire a lot of them, like just have them constantly regenerating.
Right.
Yeah. So anyway, here's another callback, an old GDI base, which gives us 3 Mammoth tanks, which were, well, GDI's equivalent to the Mammoth Mark II from the first game.
And they're still really awesome.
They're pretty good. I mean, we already saw one of them in the previous mission, although this time around they also get their self-healing ability, which is basically if they go below half health they will regenerate health back until half, but they will never actually heal until full without a service depot.
Right, right. Do they, is it possible for them to gain any veterancy?
Don't see why not. I mean, they're just an unbuildable unit.
Right.
Yeah, so they're actually pretty strong. As you can see here, they pretty much destroy all these mod units, although they kind of take a lot of damage themselves in the process. So I guess there's a reason why they were phased out, I suppose.
I don't know. Because didn't they come back in the next game?
Yeah, but the next game was kind of like going more for Tiberian Dawn than Tiberian Sun.
Ah, right.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of had a lot of weird stuff about it. Like, here in this game, Mod has their infantry and power and like futuristic armor and shit, and in that game they're all running around in hoodies. Also, something to note is the space is guarded by 2 laser towers, and if you try to ground assault, these laser turrets will rebuild literally faster than you can destroy them. So that's pretty much the reason why you have to take out the construction yard through either amphibious assault or an airstrike before you go there.
Right.
Also, totally baited that obelisk into revealing itself.
Waiting orders. Moving out.
Yeah, there's actually a reason for that later on. So we're preparing to move on the second ICBM.
Orders received.
Unit ready.
Got another 2 APCs for recon mission.
Moving out.
Always handy.
Ready. Orders received. Unit report. Moving out. Yes, sir. You got it. Orders received.
Yeah, so anyway, once we shoot this cliff wall, we open up the path, and what we're gonna do is we ion cannon this obelisk, and this opens up a window where we can move our APCs in.
Orders received.
Yeah, this time around they have a lot more units here. This is, as you can guess, the second Nod base. And the ICBM here is cloaked, but thanks to Mod's building habits, it's not that hard to guess where it is located.
You know, I wonder if they ever changed their one little build right there. Everything would have been so much different. Because it's not like they need the walls anyways.
Yeah, I mean, they're open anyway, so you can just march in there, so they're not even protecting them or anything.
And especially when you have, like there was that rocket soldier who was just destroying their own walls.
Yeah, that's always funny when the AI decides to destroy their own walls because that's where they decided to path through. They're literally, yeah.
It's like, no, it'll be a lot quicker if I break this wall after 20 minutes of shooting it.
Yeah, they're literally going with their head through the wall. So anyway, we got quite a bit of an amphibious force here, so because as all the previous missions taught us, not always has a power plant far where our hover MLRS can reach them.
Yes, sir.
You'd think they'd learn eventually.
Yeah, you'd think. But I mean, it's almost like they want you to exploit these obvious weak spots. Anyway, problem here is of course that, well, aside from them spawning abnormal amounts of light infantry...
Yeah, my god.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. The problem here is, of course, the construction yard is rebuilding them constantly. Also, this is actually the 3rd ICBM. And what I found out is if you destroy it first, it will actually reset the timer on the second one. Yeah, and it starts up after a while again, so you can't exploit it badly, but still.
Okay.
Yeah, also, a lot of light infantry.
Unit lost.
Yeah, maybe they spawn them because they know you can't crush them with cover MRLS.
Got it. Orders received.
Yeah, the AI knows.
Yes, sir.
It's like the one smart thing it does.
Unit lost.
Got it.
Unit lost.
Yeah, the hover MLRS actually take a lot of damage from these guys. I didn't expect this assault to go that poorly. But the damage is done, their defenses are offline, and now it's pretty much just cleaning up the map.
I mean, you could always use a carry-all and get your Mammoth Mark II in.
You got it.
Well, there's actually a lot of SAM sites on that island with where the bridge is leading to, so the carry-all would actually get shot down. Although I'm not sure how their SAM sites are on the other side of their base, so you might be able to sneak something in there.
Unit lost.
But at this point we don't really need our hover MLRS anymore. We can just send in our Orca bombers. They can earn their title as MVP for this mission.
Orders. Yes, sir.
Ion cannon ready.
So yeah, it's like I said, if you know what you're doing, this mission is really easy, for especially for a final mission. I mean, it's pretty much all just about not revealing that part of the map before you're ready.
Right.
Sir.
I mean, especially when you can just reset the timers, it's pretty effective.
Orders received.
Yeah, I mean, all you have to do is just take out the ICBMs. I mean, sure, if you don't know where they are, it can be kind of tricky, especially the one on the island can be a bit hard to find sometimes. But even if you're doing this blind, it's not that hard.
Especially when they give you an hour, it seems like you could easily, find it even by accident after a while.
Yeah, and I mean, if the entire base was cloaked, it would also look at how many infantry had spawned. That fucking refinery was packed.
Everybody must have been sleeping there, something.
Well, we
It was like-
blew up their barracks, so they had to relocate somewhere, I guess.
Select target.
They're all throwing a birthday party for one of the guys.
Unit ready.
Yeah, so I had the ion cannon ready. I decided to just blow up an ICBM.
I love how those attack cycles are still hitting that pavement.
Oh yeah, I never took care of those. Although I was seriously contemplating it because their sound was starting to piss me off, and that harvester is going on a rampage down there. You know, I think he killed like 3 people just by running them over.
You got it. Unit report, sir.
Oh, and the mammoth runs into its one weakness: slopes.
I find that the worst enemy in this game is slopes. Like rockets, your hover MRLS was having some issues earlier in the mission.
Well, that's not so much slopes as it's cliffs, and yeah, they can be really tricky for a hover MLRS to actually fire up.
I guess like terrain in general.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of depends on the weapon. Also, this is not pyramid that we saw in the introductory cutscene. It's pretty tough, as you can see here.
Yeah, jeez, that was what, 5 bombers, 6?
Yeah, 5.
Moving out.
So anyway, we can, since we took out all the power, we can just kind of roll in here all casually and just take a look around.
Unit ready. Sir. Waiting orders.
But one guy had balls of steel to go up alone against 5 disruptors.
On my way.
Well, you know, he's devoted to his cause.
On my way.
Yeah, however future maybe.
That was Kane's best soldier.
Also, those guys from the refinery went on to destroy all those harmless buildings that don't do anything.
Yeah, it makes me wonder how much the AI can get bugged on this mission. We've got the attack cycles, some infantry,
Yeah, although
harvesters.
the civilian. Oh, one thing, the Temple of Nod, the new one, quite a bit more impressive than its Tiberian Dawn iteration, although quite a bit more fragile than I actually expected it to be.
Waiting orders.
So, yeah, we're pretty much done with this map for now. Pretty much all that's left to do is just clean everything up, take out that one Nod base that's left over, take out those attack cycles that are really starting to piss me off with their constant attack sound.
I'm surprised you didn't just Orca bomber them.
Mission accomplished.
Let her go!
Still giving orders, Commander. You really should learn to pay attention. I have your mutant and I have your world.
Kill him! Forget about me! Don't let him win!
Your mission's grounded. It's over.
You're only delaying the inevitable. I have the Tacitus. I am invincible. The Tacitus told me of Tiberian missiles, of invulnerable flying ships, of real-time genetic mutation. More than alien, more than human. The next step in our evolution as a species.
You're not God, Kane.
No, I'm not God. But I'm a close second. I am the future. The Tiberian sun has risen!
Not in my world! That's an order.
Will it work? Might also kill her.
We have to test it. It could save my people. If this is if I... Thanks, Mac.
I love to win.
Not bad for blunt.
And so they ride off into the sunset.
The ugliest spaceship ever known.
So that's the canonical ending for Tiberian Sun. This is what leads over into the expansion Firestorm. What's your take on this?
Well, I really love this game, but I grew up with it, so I think I'm heavily biased.
Well, I mean, the game itself is alright, although I always thought that whole Umagan thing was kinda shoehorned in. Yeah, like, it's like they turned her into like a damsel in distress at literally the last second. Feels kinda awkward.
Yeah, and they never do anything with the mutant plot lines anyways. I always feel like they kind of just like end for no reason.
yeah, there was a whole lot of cut content involving them. They were supposed to play a really big role in the sequel that never materialized, because as we all know, this would kind of got, well, fell prey to the EA virus.
Yeah. And then, well, EA didn't really do much with it either.
Yeah, you just kind of shoved them aside. It's kind of unfortunate. Anyway, that was it. Pretty short credits. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy, and join me next time for...
In the name of Cain! In the name